We begin the episodes with In-pyo and Sung-jae discussing the money and Seo-yeon before cutting back to the latter coming face to face with Hee-ju and Tae-woo, who is also there to save her. Hee-ju reveals to Do-hak's men that she gave the money for her return as she knows the money was stolen. A fight ensues between Tae-woo and the men just as In-pyo and Sung-jae also arrive. This prompts Hee-ju to rush Seo-yeon to the airport. However, she refuses to leave without the money. Meanwhile, In-pyo follows Do-hak and his men as they drive away with the money because the RIU is after them. Unfortunately, he soon loses them before we cut back to Do-hak telling Mingyu that he has moved the money elsewhere. After Tae-woo tries to convince Seo-yeon to give up the money, he meets with Sung-jae to discuss the current situation with her sister who they're trying to protect. Sung-jae explains that 3 years ago, Leon, the man behind it all, committed a huge investment fraud and managed to get 10 billion out of it. As he relays the story, we flash back to see Leon meeting Do-hak and his men and asking him to hide the money for him. We then see that it was that same day Tae-woo and his partner raided the building they were in, causing the death of the latter. We then find out from Hee-ju that there's a secret behind the money. There's 100 million that can't be touched as they used it to trace his crimes because many European figures who lost their money were furious. So they bought off one of his men and set a trap. She explains that once Leon finds out, he'll probably try to get rid of the money to be able to return to Korea. We then flash back to the day of the accident when Tae-hyun found out from the driver that Leon sent him, and that's when the driver tried to kill him as he had been digging dirt on Leon. This then makes Tae-woo understands that Sung-jae was the one who planted the driver, and confronts him over it. However, he replies he only found out after the accident occurred. Seo-yeon returns home and after looking at all the seized belongings, telling In-pyo that she is only there to talk about the money. After retrieving Tae-woo's flash drive, he tells her to leave it up to him as he'll find out everything. However, once they have the money she'll leave him once and for all. This leads them to go back to Do-hak's office where they find Mingyu. In-pyo tells him that he made a copy of the flash drive and asks him if they have found out where the money has gone. Determined to find Do-hak, Tae-woo seeks the help of Mr. Oh to locate him. Arriving at the address given, he unfortunately finds it empty. He then calls someone to find out the final destination of the van his brother was heading to. After Mingyu seeks the help of Hee-ju and her husband, the latter comes face to face with Tae-woo, who confronts him about the death of Miare. He then tells him that Seo-yeon is not as clean as he thinks as she started this whole mess. Seo-yeon finally figures out that Hee-ju knew everything while Sung-jae gets a message from Leon, asking why he hasn't killed Tae-woo yet. We then see that Hee-ju and Jae-hoon have come to a new agreement when it comes to their business just as they wind up face to face with Seo-yeon, who wants to talk to her friend. Hee-ju tells her that Tae-woo came to see her husband to blackmail him. Seo-yeon ignores it though and asks her where her money is as she will do anything to get to it and is not ready to give up on it. Hee-ju confronts her about her affair with her husband but Seo-yeon asks her friend how it felt to watch her as she struggled for her life, which is where the episode ends. The secret behind the money is finally out and while we still haven't met Leon, this plot development came at the right time and definitely added more urgency and thrills to the drama. Hee-ju is even more involved than we thought and everyone seems to have a connection in it too. Seo-yeon is certainly fierce now, as she seems to be ready to do just about anything to get her hands on the money which she now calls hers, despite Tae-woo and Sung-jae who are trying to protect her. Seeing the way she is with her husband now is quite interesting compared to the beginning of the show. She seems to be the one who holds the strings and will not let him control her anymore. While we remain unclear about the identity of Leon, Woman of 9.9 billion gives us another tense and intriguing episode, one that'll almost certainly keep you coming back for more.